Hey, this is Dr. Bill Janishek. I want to show you some stuff that's going to be specific for CrossFit, but it's actually stuff that I do in the office, but I want to show you how it's a little bit more applicable. One of the biggest things that we need, and in this world today, we don't have any thoracic mobility. Now, the thoracic is where your shoulder blades are. That's your mid-back area. So anytime we're working overhead and moving up around this area, you're going to need shoulder range of motion, you're going to need that thoracic mobility. And the thoracic mobility is the ability for your mid-back to be able to go back. The challenge that we're going to have a lot of times when we're doing overhead work or overhead presses or anything, that if you don't have that thoracic mobility, remember the body's really smart, it will find that mobility whether you like it or not, and to your demise over a long period of time. So if my mid-back doesn't open up and I have to do overhead work and I'm doing Frans, for instance, and I have to keep pushing up over here, it's putting all the stress on my shoulders. And this is why so many people are going to have a lot of shoulder problems. And not just like a one-time shoulder problem, but a shoulder problem that will come up and will end up being chronic. And like I said, this is something that I do functionally in the office for everybody, not just CrossFitters. But a good way for you to check this out is you can just get a broomstick. I have PVC. Every good CrossFit gym is going to have a PVC in their gym. You want to get in that good position that you're going to have, and you're simply going to place this overhead, and then go ahead and do your overhead squat. If you look at it from the side, and you're coming back here, the plane of the barbell or the PVC should stay proper. The squat and everything's moving back here. Here's where your problem is going to be, and we see this more often than not, is you start to come down here and this happens. That means you don't have the thoracic mobility. So what happens when we're lifting weights and we're kind of all up into the workout and the gym and getting things done is we naturally want to do this, but we push it back over here. All that strain is getting right on the shoulder, and this is going to create a big problem. So if you're snatching 300 pounds, not really, you can't snatch 300 pounds, but if you're snatching something overhead and you have all that on just one small portion of a shoulder, you're gonna have lots of problems. And the challenge is that while you're doing it, it's probably not that gonna hurt. You're gonna have some adrenaline going, you're gonna have a lot of accessory muscle, but afterwards, you're gonna start to feel it. And if it's always sitting there, a lot of bicipital tendonitis, impingement syndrome, a lot of big problems. So, real important, but this is a perfect warm-up as well as diagnostic. So if you know that your thoracics, you've been riding the desk all day or whatever, warm those thoracic, that throat, I can't even talk. Warm the thoracic mobility up and get that going so that you can perform to your best. So until next time, get her done.